How's it going, everybody? I'm King Various, and these are my top 10 Beyblade battles. Before we jump straight into this, I want to get to some honorable mentions. For my first honorable mention, I have Masemune vs. Chao-Chen. The reason this one didn't make the list is simply because it was predictable, as we saw Masemune lose in their first battle. Also, we could see Poison Rago being damaged in the middle of the battle. Despite those factors, the battle was still a very entertaining battle and went down to the last moment. The BB's animation is really cool, especially whenever Striker breaks through Rago's spinning special move. I also really enjoyed the whole side plot surrounding the old man Masemune met, who taught him how to strike through the leaf. It was also nice to see Chao-Chen take a battle seriously and to see Masemune find his true potential. Up next for our honorable mentions, we have Tsubasa vs. Kyoya. After watching Metal Fusion, I was kind of disappointed that this battle didn't happen. However, after starting Metal Masters, I was surprised and glad to see that they actually made it a possibility. The reason this battle didn't make the list is because going into it, I thought it could go either way. Throughout Metal Fusion, I always felt that Tsubasa and Kyoya were evenly matched. Unfortunately, this was the battle that Tsubasa started struggling against the Dark Power. This marked the downfall and also the gap Kyoya would create in terms of strength. For our next honorable mention, I have the Legendary Bladers vs. Rago. I really enjoyed watching all the Legendary Bladers work together, but the reason they didn't make the list is because they kind of dragged the battle on, and I didn't like how they ended up relying on Ginkga to win the match for them. I would have much preferred to watch them all do it together. I also enjoyed seeing Kenta's transformation and watching him beat Pluto. Another reason this didn't make the list is because being the season finale, we all had the expectation of the Legendary Bladers winning. Coming in at number 10 on the list, we have Ginkga vs. Phoenix for round 2. The reason this one's so low on the list is because it was their second battle, which made it more predictable. Although this battle being on the list may come as a surprise to many people, the reason it made the list is because this is one of the few battles in Metal Fusion that Ginkga seemed to have his back on the ropes. The battle was pretty close and we saw Phoenix stop 2 of Ginkga's most powerful special moves. One thing I really liked about the battle is seeing Ginkga imitate his friend's moves. The ending of the battle is also pretty epic. Another point is the situation in which the battle took place in, where Ginkga needed a way to get into Battle Bladers. With that being said, at number 9, we have Ryuga vs. King. It was nice to finally see a left rotation versus left rotation battle, especially after Ryuga's run-in with Julian Konzern, which didn't result in the battle. The reason I like this battle so much is because my favorite character, King, stood his ground against the strongest character in the show, Ryuga. It was also interesting to see how King battled switching modes and using his sword and shield back to back. For a second, it looked like King could beat Ryuga as he had him cornered until Ryuga turned up the heat and ended up winning. Up next on the list, we have Ginkga vs. Damian. The reason this battle is so low on the list, as being a Ginkga battle and also a final in the World Tournament, is pretty predictable. The predictability, however, did not change the fact that this battle was one of the most entertaining battles in the show. The Big B's animation in this battle were also top tier and one of the best I've seen in my opinion. This battle is also one of the most memorable battles in my opinion. It was also interesting to see how Ginkga fought his way out of Hades. The clash at the end of the battle was also amongst the most epic I've seen in the show. Coming in at number 7, we have Kyoya vs. Damian. The reason this one is above Ginkga's battle versus Damian is because there is a lot more to prove. We all know Ginkga can defeat tough competition, but seeing Kyoya go against Damian after the full arrangement was something special. The only reason this one isn't higher on the list is because the battle was kind of predictable. It was kind of a repetitive theme, with Tsubasa beating Jack, Desai beating Julian, and Ginkga battling Tempo about to win. But it was still interesting to see how Kyoya faced Damian in comparison to how Ginkga did. The battle also has a really good theme. Damian, who wears all white, has a golden bait and was spoon-fed his power, is being taught the lesson of hard work and actually going through struggle to get what you want. Number 6 on the list may come as a surprise to people, but it's Demure and Benkei versus Tsubasa and Yu. Going into the battle, I think everybody expected this to be an easy victory for Tsubasa and Yu, but with amazing teamwork, Demure and Benkei actually put up a great fight. Seeing Demure outsmart one of the most tactical bladers in the series was an amazing thing to watch. The Big B's animations perfectly mirrored the Bay's movements as we watched Demure and Benkei perform alley-oop after alley-oop. It was nice to finally see Tsubasa coexist with the Dark Power and gain his first win. One thing I didn't like about this fight, however, is how Yu resisted on using his Inferno Blast. We'd seen earlier in the show that Tsubasa can beat the improved version in the regular version, but still didn't use it. Coming in at number 5, I have Klaus versus Masemune. Going into the battle, I didn't have any expectations or predictions of who was going to win. Leading up to the battle, we didn't really know much about Klaus. This battle may come as a surprise to many, but even though it wasn't the most exciting, it had a great message. In the words of Klaus,
"True effort, real training, is found at the very edge of one's limit!"
Although I think we all wanted Masemune to win, Klaus was very deserving, especially after seeing his training backstory. I also really enjoyed this battle because both bladers took an attacking approach, and I felt the Bit.B's animations accurately portrayed the idea of a one thin point versus a slashing axe. The battle was also close and went down to the last second. At number 4, I have Doji versus Phoenix. This battle was one of the most epic in the series in my opinion. Phoenix battles in Metal Fusion were always interesting, and it was nice to see Doji actually battle somebody besides Kyoya. The visuals and Bit.B's animations for the battle were top tier. During the battle, Doji also began revealing the true identity of Phoenix. This battle was a testament to Doji's power as he had Phoenix back against the wall. This was until a piece of Sagittarius was able to save the day. Number 3 may come as a surprise to many, but it's Zio versus Masemune. The build up to this battle was really amazing, especially since the two bladers had a long history. Like Masemune versus Klaus, I didn't really have a prediction of who would win this battle. I really liked the passion that Zio had when blading against Masemune. And in my opinion, the ending of the battle was just epic. Like the last battle, we all wanted Masemune to win, but Zio definitely deserved to win in order to save Tobi's life. Coming in at number 2, I have Ryuga versus Rago. The reason this one didn't make number 1 is because the battle wasn't as close as I remember it to be. However, it was really memorable and also broke a lot of hearts on many Beyblade fans. This was the only time we had seen Ryuga defeated besides his battle with Ginkga in Season 1. However, I really enjoyed seeing Ryuga put up a decent fight against Rago, but this truly revealed the power of Rago and Diablo Nemesis. This leaves us with number 1, which we have Ryuga versus Kyoya. This battle is probably the most memorable battle to me in my opinion. Although prior to the battle it was slightly predictable that Ryuga will win, during the battle it felt like it could go either way. This battle was also important because the winner would end up facing Ginkga in the final. We had Ryuga, who Ginkga had a long history with, and Kyoya, who was still trying to get his first victory against Ginkga. The battle was really close and I really liked the heart that Kyoya put on display. However, in the end, the dark power overcame Ryuga and he became possessed by El Dragon and ended up defeating Kyoya. When I first saw Kyoya with the dragon strike through his chest, that was one of the most heartbreaking moments for me as a child. Well, that concludes the list. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and remember these are all my opinions. A lot of factors went into this list: visual aspect, predictability, and memorability. Predictability is why some of the battles you may know and love didn't make the list, especially Ginkga's battle since he won most of his battles. In my opinion, I didn't really enjoy Ginkga's battles after rewatching the show because he had such a strong plot armor. Although there were some exceptions just because of the visual aspect. But that's beyond the point. I would love to see y'all's top 10 list in the comment section. Please let me know if there's a battle you thought I should have put on the list. Most of these came straight from the memories, so there might have been a few that I missed. But thanks for watching again.